Aston Villa, a club based in Birmingham, Midlands, is a club containing its own European pedigree, winning the Champions League in 1982. However, since then they have been to England's second division, rising back up in recent times, sadly missing out on UCL football this season to a controversial decision, disallowing a Villa goal on the final day. Today it is my task to take Villa back to the Champions League and get them back to the top of European football. Now here we are as we load into the Aston Villa 25-26 team. And the lineup you're currently seeing right now is the lineup that they started against West Ham. That just finished. They turned it around after going 1-0 down, 2-1 down, so fair play to Villa for winning that game 3-2. Now the only change I'd actually make from the West Ham match is probably the goalkeeper, Bizot. Change him for Martinez, simply because Martinez, is just a better goalkeeper. But the rest of the team I'm actually quite happy with. I'm happy with, Rodgers on that left, Tielemans down the middle, McGinn on the right, Ollie Watkins as striker, Kamara and Onana in them CDM positions. I'm actually quite happy with that. Now, as you can see, though, we have got quite a few injuries with Gessan being out, Barkley being out, and Tyrone Mings being out. So I'd probably go ahead and, for now, put Elliott there. Now, a player I want to experiment with is actually Burrows. I really think if we can get him up in overall and get him out on some loans, maybe he can become a starter. I don't quite know his potential, so maybe I'm just waffling, but I really want to see if I can get him in the first team at some point. Now, obviously, as you can see, we've got 78 million to play with, but as you all probably know by now, in the first season, I don't spend any of that cash. So let's pretend that's €0 million. Let's just sim to the end of the season. Hopefully we've won the Europa League, because I think in real life Villa should win the Europa League. So, with all of that said, let's sim to the end of the season and hope we've won it. Now, as we end season number 1 in this Aston Villa rebuild, the squad's actually getting on pretty alright. Watkins is going to buy 1. Rodgers is going to buy 1, I think. Onana's going to buy quite a bit. Kamara's going to buy quite a bit. Conte's going to buy 1. Martinez is going to buy 1. Maatsen actually was able to overtake Digne in that left-back position, so now Maatsen will be our left-back. However, there is some positions I'm looking to improve, and maybe Mike Cash in that right-back position to get better right-back, and maybe a better backup centre-back, and maybe a better backup DM as well. Now, as for season stats, Ollie Watkins did the best in goals, getting 25 and 3. Rodgers got 11 and 14. Marlon 9 and 1. Buendia 8 and 4. Most assists obviously goes to Rodgers, and then the next is Kamara, and then the next is John McGinn, and then Tielemans, so on and so forth. Now, as for the actual season, we finish in that 6th position. Now, if we'd just got a few less draws, maybe change a loss into a win, we could have actually finished 3rd. So I'm a bit disappointed in that, but it is what it is. We're in the Europa League next season. FA Cup, I don't even think we got anywhere near that. Oxford United, man, come on, just need to do better than that. Because, if we beat Oxford United, we'd have had Brighton, probably could have beat them. Then we'd have had Sunderland, probably could have beat them, so we could definitely have got to the final. Whether we would have won it, different question. Obviously, Carabao Cup we didn't win because Villa weren't even in it at this point in real life anyways, because they got knocked out by Brentford in the 2nd round. Now, as for the Europa League, I'm actually a bit fuming because AC Milan, the games just plop them in there. They're not even supposed to be there, because in real life, they haven't even got Europe right now, never mind Europa League. So I'm a bit upset that, because we were actually doing quite well, beating Lille in the semi-finals, Porto in the quarter-finals, Freiburg in the round of 16, and then obviously finished top in the league phase. So, to get beat by a team that's not even meant to be there, it's a bit upsetting. Now, overall, I'd say it's been an okay season. We probably could have got Champions League, probably could have won the Europa League, it's okay. So next season, we're going to make some signings, like I said, maybe that right back position, maybe backups, and we're going to next season try and push for Champions League and win the European competition. Now, for the start of season 2, I wanted to start talking about the loan deals I've made. Barry's gone on loan to Sunderland, Bogart's gone on loan to Stuttgart, and Ealing Jr.'s gone on loan to Villarreal. Now, I've got Bogarde on loan because he was on the bench, but then I got a better CDM, obviously, for the bench. So he wasn't really going to get any game time whatsoever, so I decided to send him out on loan so he can still improve and get game time. Barry, obviously we know he's a really good, he used to be in Barcelona's academy and all that, so I had to get him on loan, try and get his overall up. And Ealing Jr., I still see some potential in him. I don't know if he'll be in the starting 11 at any point, but I might be able to fit him onto the bench if he gets his overall up. Now, backup CDM, I went for Ugochukwu because, Burnley got relegated. I was like, I need a backup CDM, so went and signed him for 12 million euros. Now, same case with Leeds. They got relegated, so I signed Bijol for that backup centre-back because our current backup centre-back was Lindelof and Tyrone Mings, and they were like 76, 75 overall, so I went with someone better. 78 overall, 20 million euros to Leeds, and we signed him on a permanent deal. Now, yes, I saw Matty Cash to Spurs. I don't really pay attention to who I actually sell people to. I just look at the money and, sold him because if I didn't sell him, then the right back I brought in wasn't going to get any game time. Now, got a backup goalie as well because Bizzo was actually gone down. And Yang Kuto, I actually went and signed him because I think he's a really good right back on EFC. So, went and signed him for 32.4 million euros. So now this is what the team's looking like right now. I think it's pretty decent. Not really much change in the starting 11 except that right back position. Now on the bench, obviously, I have changed Gesand into a striker. He went up 1 in overall. Got Beran Nekia back. Got Nedeljkovic on the bench because Garcia went on loan to get his overall up as well. Obviously Bijol, Digne, like I said, dropped down to the bench because Matson just got better. Ugochukwu, hopefully he can go up. Now I know I've still got 65 million euros to spend, but maybe I'll spend that in January. Who knows? But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the squad. So we'll just sim to the end of the season. See if... I actually found out we're in the Conference League, not the Europa League, so someone must have won the FA Cup. But yeah, we'll see if we can win the Conference League. See if we can get top 4. I think we can do both. Now all that's left to do is sim to the end of the season. So at the end of Season 2, the squad's actually looking pretty good. However, there is a few issues I can see with it. McGinn went down, so we might need a new right mid. Torres just is not going up. I mean, it's been 2 seasons now. I think he's only went up by like 1. So we need a new left-sided centre-back as well. However, the goalkeeping position, decent. Left-back, Matson, keeps improving. Kuto, improving. Kamara's not improved, but he's fine because he's 85 overall right now. Tielemans hasn't really been performing. So I might include a swap deal for a central attacking midfielder for him. Watkins, still fine. Now, Rodgers actually went up by 4 this season, so I like to see that. Next season, I'm going to go more attacking with wingers, so I need to change him to a left winger, then get a right winger, all of this stuff. Now, as for league position, I am disappointed yet again. I mean, 8th. With that squad, 8th I don't think is good enough. I think we should at least be like 5th or 4th, at least. If we're just being real, I should at least be 5th or 4th with that starting 11. You could argue it's the bench, maybe the bench could be improved, but I think we should still be getting top 4. However, I know the final was against Leeds, but we did win the FA Cup, so I'm very happy with that. Semi-finals beat Spurs, quarter-finals Ipswich, round 16 Brighton, round 4 we beat Oxford United, got our revenge on them. Weird saying revenge on Oxford United, but whatever. And then round 3 we beat Hull. So, I guess you could say it was a okay road to the final. Carabao Cup, fair enough, we got knocked out by Chelsea. Leicester get knocked out by Port Vale's a surprise though. And in the Conference League, we went ahead and won it. So because we finished 8th, that doesn't matter. We would have got Europa League anyways because of the FA Cup win, but we're in the Europa League because of Conference League and because of FA Cup. Even if we finished 12th, 13th, 10th in the league, we'd have still been playing Europa League football. So I guess there's a positive to that. We're still playing European football, but I'd have liked to be in the Champions League. Now again, in the goals, Watkins performing, Rodgers performing. Watkins with 31 and 9, Rodgers with 24 and 17. McGinn's still performing even though going down, getting 19 and 7. Matson got 8 goals but no assists. Now, Tielemans only getting 6 goals and 8 assists as a central attacking midfielder who's 86 overall, I think. That's why I want to replace him, pretty much. I know how good of a player he is in real life. You don't want to sell him in real life, but in this career mode, I just don't think it's good enough for where we want to be, which is the Champions League. Now again, I'd probably go and say it's a decent season. It's not the best, obviously. We want to be in the Champions League, but we're still in Europe. That's all that matters. We're in the Europa League. Definitely need to find a way to improve that league position next season. Right now, for the start of Season 3, I have went ahead and made a lot more sales and a lot of signings again. So Redmond's gone on loan to Fulham to try and get his overall up. Probably won't be in the first team ever, but might as well try and get his overall up and then sell him for a bigger fee. Dobbins went to Sunderland. Dini's went to Chelsea. Now, I have signed Waneri because I know this might be realistic, but I really like Waneri, so I just wanted an excuse to sign him, Ozcan or Ozcan? I don't know how to say his name. He's went to Millwall. Paul Torres has went to Tottenham. Nedeljkovic has gone to Bayern. Barenka has went to BVB, Dortmund. We have signed Lukeba as that left-sided centre-back because he's 83 overall. He's got bags of potential. Hopefully he can do well for us. Now, I put Tielemans in a swap deal with Almada because I just really like Almada and I think he could do really well for us. So went ahead and signed him for Tielemans plus 10 million. So this is pretty much what the squad's looking like now. Watkins up top, Waneri and Rodgers in that attack. Matson, Lukeba, Konsa and Kuto in that defence. Onana and Kamara. Still got Martinez in goal. We've got in on the bench, we've got Gesand, Marlon, Buendia, Borgard again. Came back from his loan. Ogochukwu. Radic, I still need to get him on loan. I think he's actually about to leave for his loan deal. Bijol, Garcia came back and Capriel is 82 overall. Now, if Martinez starts going down and Capriel starts going up, we could be putting Capriel in that starting goalkeeping position. Now, again, I know I've got like a lot of money. I've got 66 million euros, but I'm pretty happy with the squad. I think it should get top 4, so we're just going to sim to the end of the season and see how we get on. So here we are at the end of season 3, and if this team isn't in the Champions League, then I'll be very shocked. Because, I mean, an 87 overall striker, 90 overall Rodgers, 83 overall Waneri. I'm going to give him another year, maybe another 2 years, see if he goes up, but I think he should have gone up more than that. I mean, an 86 overall Kuto, 85, 87, 85, 85. So Capriel's probably going to go into that starting 11 position now. 85, 86, and 86. This team should be in the Champions League. I'm very disappointed if it isn't. Very disappointed. As for stats, Ollie Watkins is just consistently performing. I mean, this is like second season in a row now. I think he's got 32 goals. So fair play to him. Rodgers with 16 and 14. Almada with 15 and 14. And Waneri with 12. And 5. Now, as for the Premier League, we are in the top 4, so that is us back in the Champions League. And I'm looking at the table, we could have very easily won the league. Just picked up a few more points, we could have very easily won the league. In the Community Shield, we lost 3-0, that's a bit... I mean, I expected City to win it, but not 3-0. FA Cup, City won that, you know. I don't even think we were anywhere near, I think we were like round 4. Yeah, losing to Blackpool's a bit shocking though. Carabao Cup, we lost to Leeds, that is unacceptable. Because Leeds, I think, in this season's in the Championship. So I'm not happy with that at all. As for the Europa League, we got knocked out by the team we actually beat in the Conference League final last season. I mean, that game could have gone anywhere. So I'm a bit disappointed in the fact that I wanted to win the Europa League. But if we were going to go out to any team, it probably would have been like a Real Betis or, you know, maybe a Sociedad or maybe even Spurs or Dortmund especially. But in that league phase, we actually finished 9th. I thought we'd finish top 8 at least. Anyways, but yeah, in that playoff we beat Mulder from... I'm actually not going to say where from, because I don't want to get it wrong. So yeah, decent season. We got top 4 like we wanted to, so now we'll just go to the next season, make some really good signings to improve the bench. Not necessarily improve the starting 11, because I'm happy with that, but improve the bench, and then see how we go from there. Now, because I just want to quickly get into Season 4 and just sim it very quickly, I'm going to very quickly go through the signings. Amy Martinez, we sold him because he was going down in overall, and obviously he was 35, you know. I signed Fofana as a centre-back backup, so he came in for 27 million euros from Chelsea. Oscar Bob as a right-wing backup because we sold Marlon, as you can see down here. He came in for 30 million euros from Man City. We signed Luis Jr. because we sold Martinez. Capriel was going to be our starting goalkeeper now, so we signed him for 30 million euros. There's a bit of a trend going on, because we obviously sold Marlon for 30 million euros. Then we signed Enciso as a central attacking midfielder backup for 35 million euros. Aguma as a CDM backup for 39.4 million euros. Sold Ollie Watkins, because again, he was going down in overall, he was getting old, for 103.3 million euros, and then signed Benjamin Sesko. Now, this could be controversial, because no Villa and Man United are rivals, but again, it's just another excuse for me to use Sesko, so 132.4 million euros. Now, this is what the squad's looking like now, and I think it looks great. I mean, that attack, that front 4 actually with Almada, Rodgers, Sesko, Waneri is really good. I mean, our DMs are good. I think backline's pretty good, and our goalkeeper is decent. Our bench is also really great. And now, I don't know what actually to do with 33 million euros. Even though that seems like quite a bit of money, I don't know what else to do with it. So we're just going to sim to the end season. Hopefully we can win the Champions League if we get a bit lucky. I doubt it though. I think we'll get to like the quarterfinals. Now, welcome to the end of season number 4 of this Aston Villa career mode. And 91 Rodgers is actually insane. Usually I use him as a central attacking midfielder in career mode, but I use him as a left winger because that's where he was playing in real life. And, well, not a left wing, a left mid, but you know what I mean. And 91 overall is probably the highest I've ever got him, to be fair. 31 goals and 5 assists, really good. Kind of lacked in assists to what he usually would do, but that's fine because he got more goals, so I guess it kind of evens it out. Sesko, 23 and 4. That's very decent. I mean, I expected more from my 89 overall striker, but whatever, that's fine. Thiago Almada, 87 overall. 17 goals, 14 assists, brilliant. Waneri, 12 and 7, that's decent. And Oscar Bob chipping in with 9 and 3 from the bench, it's really good. And then obviously Enciso 7 and 1, and then you could go on and on and on and on and on, and then eventually would get to 0 goals. Most assists goes to Thiago Almada, and then Kamara not far behind. So yeah. Now in the Premier League, we finished 4th, so that's just about top 4. You know, getting back into the Champions League for next season. In the FA Cup, Liverpool went to win that with our rivals Wolves getting to the finals. That's not what we like to see. We obviously lost to the eventual winners, Liverpool, so there's no shame in that, really. Nah, oh, there's no way. That's not going to go down well with the Villa fans. Oh my days. Scrolling along to decide what I'm going to say for who we got knocked out by. And Birmingham City. Nah, that's a joke. That's got to be a joke. Where's the scriptwriter on this one? Come on, man. Well, Birmingham City knocked us out. They went on to get knocked out by Bournemouth, and then Arsenal went on to win it, beating Bournemouth in the final 2-1. It's probably a competition we could have won, actually. When you think about it, if we got to that semi-final, we probably would have beat Bournemouth. Arsenal losing the second leg to Watford, when you see that, you fancy our chances. Now for the big one. We've made it to the Champions League final, first time of asking. Now, in Season 4, this is actually the quickest I've got to the Champions League final, because obviously Sevilla Agreement took 7 seasons, and funnily enough, the Leicester one also took 7 seasons, so that's a bit odd. We're going to get into this Champions League final, and because I haven't said already, this is the last video before Christmas. I think this should be getting uploaded on the 23rd. I'm recording it on the 14th. Merry Christmas, everybody. And yeah, this won't be my last video though, before the new year. So yeah, because I'm deciding to upload every week now. I was going to originally upload every 2 weeks, but now it's going to be every week. Now I'm yapping. Let's just get into this Champions League final. Here we are in this Champions League final. Finally, well, it's only been 4 seasons, so I guess it hasn't been long, so I can't really say finally. We're in Bayern Stadium, the Allianz Arena, for this Champions League final. So, good stadium for a Champions League final, to be fair. But let's just go ahead and win this trophy. Oh, Sesko, I swear to God. So close. I just can never win the ball on this. Swear down, I can never win the ball. That, you should have won that, mate. Any runners, potentially? Whenever he's down there. Oh, on goal! Ah! And we lead in the Champions League final after losing the last one. Come on! All I had to do was put in the box and pray. I had to cut across and pray to God. Very clearly an own goal. Yeah, Mancini. Captain as well, you know. El Capitano, and he's scoring an own goal in the Champions League final. I mean, I don't know what Black's doing, but we lead. They pass it around well. They really do pass it around well. And that's what's annoying. Oh my God. This is frustrating me now. Really frustrating me now. Come on. What? It's going to be 1-1 at half time. Why can my players not... I mean, I don't think I ever touched the ball since I scored. So annoying. I'm so frustrated. Sesko. I swear it's Sesko. I'm never signing Sesko again. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Oh my God. He's had about 2 chances now from that position. I won that. And then he scores. I was just having a go at him and then he scored straight away. 2-1. Come on. And as soon as they kick off, it'll be half time as well. Come on, lads. Get in. And that is half time. Half time in the UEFA Champions League final in Munich or München. And if we look at the stats very quickly, it's been a very frustrating half. I mean, we only had 39% possession. We're 2-1 up. We've got kick-off for the second half. That's good. Frustrate them. Right past it to Onana there, but I'm not too annoyed about that. Is he on? He's on! Rodgers scores! And does the cold celebration to send us 3-1 up against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. Nah, yeah, come on. I just want to see the replay, man. I just want to see the replay. Here we go. Great finish. 3-1. Come on. What am I doing? Well in Kuto. Back to Waneri. Kamara can have a shot. Ooh. I don't think that was far out. I don't think that was far out at all. Let me see. No, it was pretty a bit out. He's not off. Rodgers. What? Was he off? I thought I seen a player keeping him on. Oh, it's good. No. Don't be his toe. Oh, for God's sake. Don't know why he's... Rodgers. Come on. Rodgers again. 4-1. Surely that's done and dusted now. 20 minutes remain. 4-1 up. That has to be the Champions League win in the bag. But that should be game over. You know, Atletico Madrid, whenever they get to the Champions League final, they don't really do well, do they? I mean, lost on penalties. I can't remember where that was. Was it? It wasn't Cardiff, was it? Why did I press Y? That's my fault. Well in Armada against your former club. Oh no, I didn't do it correctly. Oh, why has he crossed it? I'm gonna... Oh. I'm trying to be careful of Kamara. I don't want him to get sent off. I mean, it's not like it matters. We've won the Champions League final. This rebuild's over. Not really a rebuild, because they're doing well in real life, but you know what I mean. We took over Villa for Christmas. They might. Oh no, not going to score here. Maybe? No, they keep passing it back, I think. Yeah, they were offside. We've won it. Successfully rebuilt Villa for Christmas. Well, I'm not uploading this Christmas Day, but it's the last video before Christmas, so... Mancini with the own goal to start it off. Lenormand equalised. Sesko scored to make it 2-1. Then Rodgers bagged 2 to make it 4-1 in the second half to kill the game off. Really glad we won that final, considering the last one, the Leicester career mode, I lost that final. That was a bit devastating, because I actually wanted to win it there, because I thought we had a really good team. But we've won it with Villa. Their second Champions League win. And now it's all about, who do I rebuild next? Do I rebuild a club that's up there, or do I rebuild a club that's not doing so well at the moment? Who knows? But that's the Champions League won. And again, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for more, and see you on the next one. Peace.
And it's great to celebrate with the fans. They've made so much